Dan and Kevin, in the aftermath of a dominant Winnipeg Jets performance as they beat division rival Dallas Stars by a score of 4-0. Before the game started, you and I talked about what a good start would look like for the Jets. Well, they executed, and they never really let up for the entire 60 minutes of play.
They nailed it. They started the game exactly how they wanted to. I mean, we've seen this many times before throughout the course of this season. Jets have played many big moment games, and when they're on, and that's often, it looks like this. Let's bring our biggest strength, defensive, smothering, play a patient style of game. And the Dallas Stars had nowhere to go, and I thought that bred a little bit of frustration, but before that it opened up some offensive chances. Morgan Barron scores in back-to-back games now. The fourth line for Winnipeg was excellent. You add some physicality to all of that, and now you've got the Dallas Stars frustrated. They still didn't go away easily. This was an elite team, and when they were able to generate some chances, Connor Hellebuyck was outstanding. So you tie all that together, and you have got a really difficult team to play against. That's exactly what the Winnipeg Jets was. This put the icing on the cake to make it 3-0. Kyle Connor made it 4-0, 2 goals on the night. But it was about setting the table defensively, giving up next to nothing. And, man, you talk about a stable effort. The Winnipeg Jets took all hope away from this team. I thought around the halfway point, I think Dallas knew that they were beat.
They mentioned Connor hitting the 40-goal mark for the second time in his career. Nikolai Ehlers returned to the lineup tonight after missing 2 games, and after missing 12. Neal Pionk was back. What did you think of his performance?
Yeah, it didn't feel like either Neal or Nikolai Ehlers missed a beat. They got rehabilitated at a high level. They were clearly in good shape. Neal Pionk is one of those guys that other teams just hate to play against each other because he's frustrating. He gets into your arms. He gets into your face. Defensively, always there. And there's a great example of it. He's not only going to finish you and take away options, but he's going to finish you hard. I thought he was really good at making reads and then making the right plays. Defensively, all over it. So was his team, and he blended right back in with his partner and best buddy, Dylan Samberg. They're such a great duo, and he was excellent in his return.
So we'll show you Nikolai Ehlers' fight, which is a bit of a rarity, his 8th career fight, but it just goes to show the spirit of the team that they didn't back down in any way, shape, or form all night or all season for that matter.
First things first, you don't want Nikolai Ehlers fighting, but if you're going to get a fourth-line player to score goals, sometimes you've got to make sure that everybody's willing to do anything at any time. And this is Nikolai Ehlers standing up for himself. It was Sam Steele that took the holding penalty, and then they give Nick a shot to the jaw. And Nikolai, we've seen this before. Surprisingly, this was his 8th fight of his career. He's fought guys like Corey Perry, Ryan Getzlaf, Braden Shen. It's not what they need from him, but what they do need from him, a little bit of swagger and a ton of energy. He's got some sandpaper in his game. To me, it's what makes him an elite offensive player. He's been excellent.
So the Jets, with the win, pull ever further ahead of these Dallas Stars. They get to win 54 on the season and 112 points. If the Jets get a point in either of their next 3 games, they will secure top spot in the Central. They play Chicago on Saturday, Edmonton on Sunday, and home to Anaheim next Wednesday. And speaking of that Edmonton game, that is our next broadcast. We will be on the air at 5:30 Central with the pregame show. For Kevin Sawyer, I'm Dan Robertson.